authenticate the transactions, you need to have the bank records. Otherwise, if that will be presented alone, it has no probative or evidentiary value. Now, they need to have the bank records, no? Kung ano bang bank yan, BPI, BDO, PNB, they have to get that. Now, it is dangerous now if the Committee on Justice will issue subpoena to get these records. Bawal na po kasi they are on committee level. Sabi nga nung isa nating nag-post is that committee lang sila, hindi sila court, no? Only the court, no, can do that. Now, ito pong issue because they are saying that except in cases of impeachment, ang interpretation po ng Kamara or yung Committee on Justice is that impeachment proceeding po ang ginagawa nila. That is wrong, no? Because ang impeachment, except in cases of impeachment, the rule on that point is it should be strictly construed doon sa batas at sa government, no? Take note that statutes that are derogatory in the privacy of people and records should be construed against that law or the government who is invoking it, no? Ibig sabihin po, the general rule is that it's secret. Exception po is that it must be strictly construed. So ibig sabihin po, pag strictly construed, it should be the impeachment court that has the authority and power to get all those records, to issue a subpoena, to open those bank records, so to speak, no? So, yun po ang issue natin dyan, no? Hindi po pwede on committee level, especially na pinapublicize po nila, Sir Jade, no? My point being is that the least they could have done, no? Kung talagang they would say that they are sincere and they are just really looking at the evidence to determine probable cause, they should have kept that in a executive session. Parang yung sinasabi ng BIR, dapat executive session para hindi i-publicize because damaging nga po eh. It violates certain levels or strict levels of privacy po, no? High level of privacy, Sir Jade.
Linawin ko lang, attorney. So, pwede na lang valid po yung pag-access nila ng bank records ng pangalawang Pangulo basta nasa executive session sila. Tama ba?
I'm not saying that, Sir Jade. What I'm trying to say is that they are not allowed, no? But I think sana ba, at least, at the very least, if really they are honest enough to say that we're just looking at it, they could have done it through executive session so that at least yung nyaw-nyaw po ng public medyo mabawas-bawasan, no? But I still stand with the fact that they cannot do that. Only the Senate impeachment court can allow the opening of these AMLA records, these financial transactions, as well as the bank records in the near future po.
Opo. Pero sinasabi po nila, attorney, ay para malaman kung may probable cause yung kaso nga ng pangalawang Pangulo, dapat nilang kalkalin ito, dapat nilang malaman.
Yes, sir. That is true. To determine probable cause, you have to gather evidences and receive evidences from the complainant. But they have to rise and fall with the complaints filed by the complainants. They cannot act as a co-complainant. What they're doing kasi in getting all these subpoenas, kaya kinakansyawan sila ng fishing expedition, is because they are now trying to become now the co-complainant. Take note that their authority is only to determine at that point of level whether there is probable cause, and by reading on the complaints and impeachment and the attachments. Now, in case they find out that there is probable cause and they would like to use some records of the bank and the AMLA later on in court, that is the time they will move to subpoena duces tecum and ad testificandum on these particular banks as well as the executive director of the MLC. They cannot do that on their own level. That is our stand. So, the best thing to do sana is that they could have determined it. Kung may probable cause, then file. Because we know for a fact that this is a numbers game. This is not just it's a proceeding impeachment. It is also political. They have the numbers, as they say. Why are they delaying it? Bakit hindi nila ipatapon na sa plenary para mapagbotohan na po yung 1/3 votes and file it with the Senate impeachment court po, where the real bloodbath should come in. Yun po, Sir Jade.
Oo, pero naniniwala ho ba kayo, attorney, na talagang parte ito ng layunin ng Kamara na sirain ang Vice Presidente? Kasi yan po yung naririnig natin doon po sa mga pro-Duterte camp.
In my opinion, is that with the publicized presentation of these confidential records, as well as their comments during the hearing, yung mga edewaw, yung mga smirking faces nila, it would appear that this is really a matter of destroying the image of the Vice President. No, it is not only the legal aspect of gathering evidence, but to paint, no, pinturahan po nila yung pagkatao ng ating VP Presidente as being yung corrupt or meron siyang malfeasance na ginawa, so that it would try to somehow condition the mind of the public in order that he will go down ang ratings niya. And sabay niyan, possibly gagawa sila ng mga surveys to show that it's going down. You know, the domino effect rule on people to believe kung ano yung nandyan is susundan lang din. No? So it is more of a narrative playing by them. No? Painting, nagpipintura po sila sa pagkatao ng tao. That's my opinion, and that's how I see it. Because if really you are serious of your duty, then you don't do that and flaunt everything that you find, no, against. And then after that, the hearing, you will be saying that kompleto ng evidence namin, meron ng probable cause, talagang mapapayag sa ma-impeach na. You cannot comment on that when you are an investigator. You must at least appear to be at least neutral for purposes of due process po. Wala na po. It's very clear that what they are doing is really to destroy and damage the reputation of VP Inday Sara.
Bago po ipasa kay partner Admiral Attorney, sa mga naging desisyon po ng Supreme Court sa mga nakaraan, ano yung mas pinapanigan po ng Korte? Yung pagdating po sa kaso ng privacy laban po sa access ng mga bank records?
Yes, yung sa private access ng records po ng any person is really considered as in derogation to the rights of privacy. Kaya strictly construed yan. Hindi basta-basta po. No? I have read several cases decided by the Supreme Court that says that you have to be careful. There must be a lawful excuse on requiring the opening of these bank records. Otherwise, if you do that unceremoniously, you will be held liable. Take note, meron po tayong penal provisions as well fine dito po sa mga batas na ito po.
Attorney, may buntag si Admar po ito. Sir.
Ay, hello Sir Admar, magandang umaga po Sir Admar.
Opo, Attorney, ito bang ginagawa ngayon ng House Committee on Justice? Parang inaagawan na ba nito ng role ang Senado bilang impeachment court?
Actually, I would say, in my opinion, meron ng super overreach, no? Lampas na po sa kanilang function and duty, no. They are now acting as if a magistrates na po, no, gathering. While it appears that they are showing that meron pong proceedings, no, and they are presenting it to the public to show transparency. However, if you'll notice, it appears to be scripted already. Kasi, tingnan mo, meron na silang mga naka-assign na tao na mag-read, no? Meron na silang naka-assign na members na mag-read, meron papel, may binabasa and everything. And they have matrices in advance, and they have documents in advance na wala pa po yung respondent natin, even or the counsel for the respondent, no? So talagang super prepared, no? So it's tantamount to saying that they are actually arrogating upon themselves the functions of the Senate Impeachment Court.
Pati rin po itong sa usaping pagbusisi sa AMLAC report, tingin nyo po, ito po ay pwedeng gawin ng mismong impeachment court na rin?
Ayan, it is a different story now, no? Because when that is meron na po subpoena for that. The impeachment court, I believe, can do that because it is a court, no? And it is irrelevant to the subject investigation or impeachment proceeding. It is only the Senate Impeachment Court can order the opening of these bank records as well as the AMLA records for purposes of verification. Kasi i-verify yan dalawa eh. Bank records, AMLA records. Without these bank records, nothing po itong AMLA. yung mga financial records sa AMLAN, irrelevant po yan siya, it would not be, wala pong evidentiary value. So we need the bank records, and it's only the Senate Impeachment Court can order that.
Opo. Dito naman po sa usapin po na ginagawa ng Committee on Justice, nabanggit po kasi ninyo na yung sufficiency at probable cause lamang po yung tinitingnan po ng komite. Hanggang saan, maaari niyo po bang maipaliwanag hanggang saan lang po dapat sa pagtatanong at hindi na doon mismo sa paghahatol kung ano ba yung kumbaga pinakalayons na maintindihan ng ating mga kababayan, hanggang saan lang yung dapat gawin? Ito yung mga available na mga information, paano nila i-handle to, ano yung dapat treatment lamang ng nasa House Committee on Justice?
Yes, sir. Actually, the simple rule is that clarificatory questions lang po, no, relating to the evidences on hand. And kung ano po yung evidences na sa kamay, tapos let's say an affidavit, then he calls for the particular witness and ask some clarificatory questions. When you said about this, do you have any proof about this, like that, hanggang dyan lang po, no? To clarify, para bigyan po ng linaw po yung sinasabi. Hindi po pwedeng mag-ask na questions that would tend to prove already, yung parang mag-iimbestiga na. Just like what they're saying na tinuturo na where is that, pinapaisa-isa na yung mga reports, pinapa-identify. When the documents speak for itself, alam mo, I was objecting really when while watching, yung pong SALN ay pinapabasa pati yung mga ano yung nakalagay doon na mga statements, ano yung mga recorded statements.